Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna have some fighting words. So, Adrien Broner's fight with Jovanie Santiago is coming up. And basically, I did some research on this guy because honestly, I've never heard of him, to be honest with you. So, did some research and I watched some tape on him. I'm gonna call this fight pretty much what it is. It's just a welcome back Broner fight, which is all, I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. None of us has ever heard of this guy. Like, this is a welcome back Broner fight. If all goes well, and it should go well, I'm not saying this to put the man down. Anybody who takes that walk, I truly respect him. But looking at the tape, when you break down the two fighters, Adrien is a offensive defensive fighter. This guy, he's more of a single shot type of person. So let me explain what I mean by the single shot. Meaning that he's not a Manny Pacquiao. He's not an Earl Spence. He's not going to throw 50 million punches. He's not Sean Porter. He's not going to throw that many punches. It's going to be single shot, single shot, single shot. Now, I don't know exactly, if they hurt or not. I will say he has 13 fights and he has a lot of TKOs. So he's doing something right when he's in there. But looking at Adrien Broner and how he fights, I think in order for you to be effective against him, number one, you need to throw a lot of punches. You have to be very, very active. He's not the most active guy in the ring, especially as the rounds go later. So what you want to do is bring him into the deep water. Just drown him out with volume. Volume will really slow him down. That's all you got to do. Now, if you want, you can put some footwork in there because he's not going to do a whole lot of that either. But those are the two things that seem to be kryptonite for Adrien Broner. When I was looking at the tapes of Jovanie Santiago, I don't see any of that. I see a single shot, selective puncher who's pretty much is a stationary guy. He stands there and I'm assuming he has a lot of confidence in his punches because he does stand there in front of you. I didn't see a whole lot of defense, to be honest with you. So I don't know how many punches he plans to land on Broner. And let's just say one thing we got to give Broner credit for, which I don't think he gets the credit for, is he has a solid chin. Yeah, he was put down with Maidana. He was put down twice in that fight. However, he got back up twice in that fight, and he came back to fight the rest of those rounds. He wasn't running. He wasn't ducking and diving. He wasn't doing any of that. So Broner's game. He's always been game. No one's ever questioned his heart in any fight. He's never been shy to fight anybody. And this guy's going to be no different. I see this. I don't want to necessarily say he's going to be a walk in the park, but I will say he's tailor-made for Adrien Broner. You have a guy who's a single shot puncher who's coming straight at him. Well, Broner's defense is going to take care of all that, so he might throw those single shots, but he's going to get countered all day. Now, I don't know if we're going to see a knockout. Adrien is going to move down and weight because this fight is at super lightweight, in which case Jovanie Santiago is champ of. So, that being said, Adrien will have more power at that weight as opposed to when he was fighting at welter at 147. I mean, clearly, he used to be a knockout artist when he was smaller. He moved up in weight. All that went away. There aren't too many people who can do that. Manny Pacquiao is not born every day, so not many people can do that. They can go up in weight and still put people down. Very few can do that. You have Roy Jones, you have Terrence Bud Crawford, you have Manny Pacquiao. Not everybody can do that. But Adrien going down in weight, I think this is good for him. I never really felt like he could compete with the bigger guys. They were just too big for him, too strong for him. And even though he does hit hard, he wasn't necessarily damaging anybody at that weight. At a smaller weight, I think he's going to walk through a few of these guys, to be honest with you. Keep in mind, he spent a few years at a bigger weight, taking bigger guys on, getting hit by bigger guys, getting pressured by bigger guys, getting smothered, getting wrestling in the corners with bigger guys. And now he's going to go down to a smaller guy. I think he might just end up manhandling a lot of these guys and laying a lot of dudes down. If I know Adrien Broner, and I know his fighting style pretty well, I am a fan of his. I think he's going to just walk this dude down. And this guy's going to throw 1 or 2 shots. Neither one of them are volume punchers. You know, they might throw like 30 punches in a round or something like that. And like I said, if he does, he is literally tailor-made for Adrien Broner. He doesn't have any side-to-side movement. He's going to come straight at him, and that's what Adrien wants. He literally wants that because he's going to be in a defense, and he's just going to block all those shots. So it really doesn't really matter anyway. I seriously doubt many of those punches land clean. Mark my words, after the fight, Adrien probably won't have a scratch on his face. So I don't know. I don't too much see this guy winning. I see this guy as a stepping stone for Adrien Broner to get back in good spirits, to get himself back in the winning column, also to get himself a belt again. But most importantly, just to build him back up psychologically. Like, you know what? I belong here. And I think this is a great opponent for that. Once again, I am not putting this man down, but just when I seen the video footage of him fighting, I didn't see anything that would give Adrien Broner a challenge, a scare, or even a good scrap, to be honest with you. He just didn't seem active. I didn't see a whole lot of leg work. Like I said, he has a lot of TKOs, you know, so he's got some pop to his punches, but again, Adrien, one thing he does have is solid defense. So he might have pop to his punches, but what really does that mean? Adrien, he fought Maidana. He also fought Manny Pacquiao. He fought some big dudes. So for him to go down and then fight this guy, I'm sorry. From every angle, I just don't see how this man beats Adrien Broner. And from every angle, I see Adrien Broner beating the other guy. If it goes the distance, Adrien wins. If it's an early stoppage, Adrien wins. If it's like some technical clinic, Adrien wins. If it's a brawl, Adrien wins. I don't see any way in which case this man can come out the victor of this fight. But the fight is coming up soon, February 20th. So I will definitely keep you posted, and I will more than likely do a video for the weigh-in, just to give you some psychology of behind the stares and the body language and what I see. As always, if you like the videos, like and subscribe.